Project Bluebeam, how NASA will take over the world. Welcome to Truth Duel Official. In this video, you will learn about a crazy conspiracy theory, Project Bluebeam, the New World Order, aliens, and how our fate is in NASA's hands. You'll want to stick around till the end of this video to learn how this alleged government plan may have been plagiarized from an abandoned Star Trek episode. But first, I am your host, MISINFORMATION. If you like this channel, make sure to subscribe to receive more great alien conspiracy theories, misinformation analysis, and other sentiments and ramblings that please and amuse us. And become a truth dueler, because only you can slay misinformation at its source. Get our app on truthduel.com. Aliens are in the news again, thanks to the 2020 Pentagon report on unidentified aerial phenomena. It seems like humanity can't get enough of the little green men from the History Channel's Ancient Aliens to that time people stormed Area 51, because they can't stop all of us. But there's one guy who was convinced aliens had a more nefarious purpose. His name was Serge Monast, and he's the paranoid mind behind the famed conspiracy theory, Project Bluebeam.
These were the folks who finally tried it. A few dozen running toward an entrance of Area 51, the secretive military base in Nevada said to be holding clues to alien life forms.
Serge Monast was a French-Canadian man born in 1945. He was an investigative journalist, poet, and most famously, a conspiracy theorist. He gained popularity among the conspiracy crowd in the 1990s, and television shows would often interview him for his opinion on UFOs, esoteric religions, and secretive global governments. On these shows, he would allude to some larger New World Order, but it wasn't until 1994 that Serge published Project Bluebeam. He split the conspiracy into 4 phases, so let's dive into each of those. Phase 1. The destruction of religion. Imagine this apocalyptic scenario. Random, devastating earthquakes suddenly shake the globe, specifically targeting important religious centers. Everyone living in Jerusalem, Mecca, and the Vatican scramble for safety, while the Californian tourists think it's just a normal Tuesday. The earthquakes magically unearth long-lost artifacts, and those artifacts actually disprove the major world religions. Ganesha is about as divine as Dumbo, and Jesus is nothing more than an over-glorified zombie.
Reasonable question in the culture we live in today. Do you think Jesus was a fast zombie or a slow zombie?
According to Serge, this is all a part of NASA's evil plan to destroy people's belief in the current religions so that the New World Order can convert everybody to a new global religion. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I don't think Serge has ever taken an introductory psychology course. When it comes to something as emotional as religion, random artifacts that disprove God probably won't work as well as big bad guy NASA hopes they will. Human psychology centers around schemas, which are loose categories that organize everything we think about. When something doesn't fit into our schema, our brains may ignore it or recategorize it. You can think of it like a filing cabinet. If there's a paper that doesn't quite fit, you either throw it away or make a new file. But you don't change your entire filing system. Enough about filing cabinets. Let's take a look at space lasers instead. Phase 2. Alien space lasers. Just kidding, these aren't alien space lasers, these are NASA space lasers. But if you want to learn more about aliens and UFOs, check out our video called How Marco Rubio Will Ride a UFO into the White House. Serge Monast predicted that the lasers in Phase 2 would show the messiahs of the major world religions. Hold on, the messiahs of the major world religions that were just discredited. Is this really the correct order, Serge? Did you even proofread your own conspiracy? Anyway, these lasers project images of Jesus or Buddha or Muhammad into the clouds. Then all the images combine into one Messiah, who is secretly the Antichrist. This secret Antichrist tells everybody that too much blood has been spilled through religious conflict, and now the world must come together under one peaceful religion. Am I hearing this right? Sergei, the bad guy in your conspiracy, is a peaceful religion. All these plot holes make Twilight look better than Paradise Lost. Hang on for Phase 3, Spider Monkey. Phase 3. Big Brother inside your brain. According to Sergei, NASA has low-frequency radio waves that they can project into your brain. Using these waves, each person gets a personal telepathic communication line with NASA. While I'm sure flat earthers would be glad to argue with scientists 24/7, Sergei says this is a nightmare scenario. NASA will trick people into believing they're talking to God and that God is giving everybody individual instructions. Though, for a paranoid guy like Sergei, I'm pretty sure having conscious thought is a nightmare scenario. So many nightmares.
If you think that I'm wearing this tinfoil hat so that you can't read my thoughts, then apparently it's not working.
Phase 4. Sergei drops the ball. Phase 4 actually has 3 phases, which is like when a teacher says they're only assigning 3 questions for homework, but each question has parts A through J. Since Sergei couldn't decide how to end his conspiracy, he turned it into a choose-your-own-adventure LARP. The first option is that NASA brainwashes everyone to believe that there's an alien invasion. The second is that NASA says the Rapture is happening, except Satan is trying to stop it. Then a benevolent alien force descends to fight against Satan and save the Christians. The third is that NASA uses their secret technology to create satanic ghosts. These ghosts then harass people around the world, driving them to insanity and suicide. I don't know about you, but this sounds like the plot of a B-list horror movie you'd find on Pirate Bay. If you're going to rewrite the Rapture, the least you could do is be original, like these guys. Regardless, let us know in the comments which ending you'd pick. No matter what you picked, the end goal of the conspiracy is to create the New World Order. Sergei says that everything NASA does is to create enough strife that people will unite under one common cause. Funnily enough, this is actually supported by psychological experimentation. In the 1950s, a study done on intergroup conflict found that the best way to have enemies cooperate is to give them a larger common goal. This could be something positive, like a shared reward, or something negative, like a shared enemy. It's amazing how NASA is able to organize all this on such a limited budget. Clearly the most efficient use of government funds ever. Or did we just stumble upon the reason the Department of Defense has failed so many audits? But NASA's path is not wide open. They have competition. If you want to learn who else wants to take over the world, watch our video, K-pop is taking over the world. But back to Sergei Monast. Sadly, he died of a heart attack in 1996 before he could ever see his conspiracy come alive. The heart attack came after a long clash with the authorities, which ended in Sergei having his children taken from him while he was put into jail. Our Truth Duel investigative reporters tell us that his followers think he was actually assassinated by NASA via a psychotropic weapon. If this all sounds like a sci-fi adventure gone awry, that's because it might be. This entire conspiracy theory was actually created by Gene Roddenberry as the plot for an episode of Star Trek. The episode was rejected, so Roddenberry turned it into a novel and published it 7 whole years before Monast published Project Bluebeam. Misinformation wishes you well and reminds you to participate in your local alien LARP.
Lightning ball! Lightning ball! Lightning ball! Lightning ball! Lightning ball! Sleep! Lightning ball! Lightning ball!
There was a suspicious string of earthquakes in 2012. Could this be the beginning of Project Bluebeam? Until next time, make sure to like our video, subscribe to our channel, and become a Truth Dueler, or Scotty won't beam you up.